Hi, I'm Marilyn Suttle, and I'm often asked which touch points are the most important for us to focus on to create positive customer experiences. And what I do in my keynotes and workshops is I will tell people to take a look at your hand. Your touch points right there in your hand. The thumb reminds you that in every interaction with your customer, you're creating a positive, a negative, or a neutral experience. So strive to make them positive. That leaves four fingers, and the first finger is for first impressions. And it may be cliche, but it's true. You never get a second chance to make a good first impression. So what can you do here? Even if you do it, how well do you do it? How often do you do it? Make sure you make eye contact. Look up from your computer, smile, and use their name. And if you can't pronounce their name, ask them how to pronounce it and write it phonetically so next time you have it right. Also, tell them your name and what you're there to help them with so that you put them at ease that you're a person, not a problem that they have to deal with. So that's first impressions. Then the last finger here is for last impressions. Last impressions leave a lasting impression. So make sure that you really ending on a positive note. Have you ever had the experience where you go in and buy something super expensive? The sales team is fawning all over you until the sale is made. And then from the time you walk out the door, crickets. It's like, guess they're done with me. Make sure to take those moments to say, thank you for coming. Please give us a call and let us know what you think of the product. If you have any questions, make sure you call back. We're so glad that you came here. To those comments that let them know they matter. And those are I belong here moments that last in their memory. But that leaves a couple of fingers here. And if you notice, there's one that's taller, the top of the mountain. This top of the mountain is the critical points for customers. This top of the mountain moment makes or breaks things. It might be, if you're a doctor, the moment that you give a diagnosis. If you're insurance in the insurance industry, it might be the moment where you have to tell them, you're not covered for that. How you handle their critical moments, the top of the mountain moments, that can make or break whether that customer keeps coming back or becomes a customer for life. And this sometimes happens after a mistake is made. How you handle the mistake in that peak moment can tell the customer that they can trust you to make sure that everything in the end will turn out right. Well, that leaves one finger. And if you think of these fingers like siblings, you've got the firstborn who always gets attention, the baby who always gets attention, the one who's topped above the noise, head is above the noise, making all the noise, they get attention. That leaves this one finger, the child that gets neglected. Well, this is the touch point that gets neglected, but it makes such a big difference when you do focus on it. And that would be what I call subtle touch points. A subtle touch point might be they ask you where the restroom is and you say down the hall to your left, or you say, it's down the hall to your left, let me show you, and walk them there. Or walk them to the product they want. Or send them the link so they don't have to go searching for it on your website. These small things make a big difference to the customer experience. So there you've got it. Your hand always shows you the touch points that matter most. Now I'd like to hear from you. If you found this useful, please share it. And if you would, please in the comments, let me know which touch points do you and your team focus on and do particularly well. What are the points of contact? What do you do? What do you say? Feel free to share. And as always, I am here to support you in creating positive customer experiences and strong communication in your leadership and in your team.